Hey all, it's Denise, and I'm here in my studio this morning with all of my blocks. And if you've watched my last couple of videos, you've seen that it's all about me making blocks. This video is all about what to do next. I do a small works release, and I'm doing it in a very short time span, and I'll walk you through it in case you want to do a release of your artwork. Stick around and see how I do it. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my blocks is in preparation for an open house studio show that we are having in our collective studio on October 27th. It's titled Authors and Artists, and I'm going to be releasing my blocks during that show. But what I do for my subscribers on my email list is I give them a 2-day pre-sale before I take them and have them for sale to the public at the studio event. So I am doing this in a short amount of time. I've only got 2 weeks until the event. So I kind of got to get it out there, and me not being one who likes to spend a lot of time on my computer, on social media, if I get a plan going and follow it, it's a lot easier for me to do and implement while I'm working on big art pieces like I've got behind me. So I have included in the description below my 2-week plan layout outline for this. Pretty easy. I have my own calendar of what I need to do each day to make sure that I'm on track to keep promoting my small works and still having time for life and other work and fun stuff. So I'm going to do voiceovers, and I'm going to show you photos and walk you through the steps that I do. Hopefully you'll find it helpful, and hopefully you'll get your art out there. What the heck? Whether you're a professional artist who is used to having your work out there, this is just a really great time of year and a really good way to showcase and promote your small works. So you have time to work on big works. So anyway, let me get started with this. I'm going to show you photos and talk over them so you can understand it a little bit better. And if you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments. I'm really helpful. I'm really happy to help you out with it and to help you along the way of getting your art out there and selling it. So leave comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what your experience is if you've done this before yourself. And in the meantime, hit the thumbs up and subscribe, because I've always got something going on in the studio I want to share with you every week. So keep coming back. All right, on with the video. Okay, first and foremost, what you want to do is get a 2-week calendar going. And on this calendar, you're going to plan out every day little things that you're going to do to promote your early release. And every day it means posting something on one of your social, if not all of your social platforms. I personally just use Instagram, which automatically posts over to my Facebook. And on that, I will post something daily. In the beginning, it will just be little detail shots of the pieces in my release, not the full. It's just kind of a teaser, just peeks at what I'll be offering. And you'll want to post almost with every post a save the date and a reminder for people to subscribe to your email, because that is the only way that they will be able to shop first the early release. It's just for your email subscribers. So, and along with that, you'll want to talk about you'll want to do a little press release, and by press release, you'll want to talk about your small works or the art that you'll be offering. What's the story behind it? What went into creating it? People are really interested in that. So don't forget to add the personal side of what inspired you to create this art, because that really is what it's all about. You're going to want to highlight your story in the second week, and you're going to want to add a countdown. I do a 5-day countdown prior to the actual release date. So I've added a calendar here. You can take a screenshot and get an idea of what I have on my calendar, my 2-week calendar, in preparation for my early release. Okay, next up is photographing your work and making sure that the work is photographed in good light, that you line up all of your items that you're selling so that they are consistently cropped across your page. And these photos you can use in your email marketing, in your social media platforms, and on your website. So make sure you take some time and get some good photos. Now I have a website, and I've had a website for years. That is where I do all of my selling of art online. I know there's Shopify, I know there's Etsy, I know there's a lot of other places online you can purchase artwork, but I'm going to talk about website because that's what I do. And I set up my website. I get a specific page going for the early release, that after the release, that page will either be switched over to a regular page of, in this case, blocks, art blocks, or I just absorb that product, what's left over, into my other pieces of art on my website. But if you don't have a website, you probably have a way that people can go and shop your art. I use Wix as my website builder, and I've used it for years, so I stick with it because I know it. And I can go on and schedule when I want pages to open to the public. I can add passcodes to it. So I kind of stick with my website knowing that I can have those features to work with. You might also want to create a postcard that you can post online to your social media platforms, or you could actually send it out. Now this postcard right here is a little busy. I kind of played around with it, and then when I was done, I came up with this one, which is much cleaner and prettier and a lot less jumbled stuff to look through. So I'm going to encourage you, when you go onto a site where you can build your postcard, not to get too carried away with all the bells and whistles. I used Canva app to do Canva actually on my desktop to create my postcards, and I use that for a lot of my marketing tools. So if you haven't tried Canva, give it a shot. And you do want to have some kind of postcard that you can post that has your release date, save the date. And speaking of save the date, along with my early release to my subscribers, I'm also saving the date for the actual event that is a live event in the studio. So if you are not a subscriber, or if you miss it and you want to see the pieces in person, you can always come to I want to make it available so people know when the actual show date is. Again, I will emphasize my story several times over the 2-week period on Instagram and talk a little bit about how the pieces were created. And I want to keep people's mind fresh on that. And if you're worried about posting too much on Instagram, stop it. Don't worry. Just do it. Just do it. It's only for 2 weeks. I know it feels salesy, but it is part of who you are and what you do as an artist. It's part of the deal. So don't worry about posting too much on Instagram, because a lot of people aren't going to see it anyway, and because of the algorithms. And the people that do see it, you want to give them an opportunity to catch at least 1 or 2 or 3 or all of your posts. So keep posting. And in the earlier part of the building up for the release, I only show little bits and pieces of my artwork. I don't show the whole product until I get closer to the release date. And even then, I kind of keep it a little bit on the down low, and I let people go onto my website and see the pieces and all the views of it. I also like to do MoShow slideshows. And because they're really great they're just so fun to do. And you can get the MoShow app, and I think they have a free version that you can create some really fun little videos. Okay, so that was all pretty much week 1. I've laid most of it out, and I have to say that I'm assuming that everybody has an email list. And if you don't, I have to say it's one of the most important things that you can have, because your email list belongs to you. You can't, when algorithms change or platforms change, you still have your email list, and that's something we can always fall back on. Those are my most important subscribers, along with my YouTube subscribers, of course. So that is in week 1, and I also lay out things to do in week 2, which are pretty much to make sure you're highlighting your story. You can show a little bit more of your work if you'd like, but I kind of like to keep the bulk of it for when the actual release happens. And that release date, it only is 2 days before the live opening in our studio, where it will be open to the public. So those 2 days are only for my subscribers. So I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to sign up, because I know, come on, these blocks are just so fun, and you may want to take a peek at them. If not, have one sent to you in the mail. So take a look at that. I'll put it in the description. You're going to, in your second week, do a countdown to your release date. You're going to want to make sure you send out a passcode to your subscribers so that they can get into that page and shop. I know that might be a little foreign to some people who have never done it before, and that's a whole video in itself explaining how to do that. But I have my page set up on my website. It goes live at midnight of the first day. The midnight, 12 a.m., 12:01 a.m. of the release date. And then it's there for 2 days. And people, my subscribers who have my passcode, can then go on and open the page. So it's exclusive just to them. And you know what? Who doesn't want to feel like it's exclusive? Who doesn't want to feel like a VIP? I know we all do, and I know we all are. We all are VIPs. So make sure to send out the password. You have a little time. Give yourself some time and figure out all these little things before you get into it. I've done it before, so it's easy for me to take a process that was much longer than the 2 weeks that I'm doing now, and be able to do it effectively and have a good result. So check down below for everything, all the information you need, the worksheet, the passcode, and anything else I think you need. It'll be down there. And that's what I got for you. That's what I have for you this week. So go out, enjoy, sell your art, and make it a good day. You own it.